Having now answered a question on whether or not our lineage is of human origin, I can return to tie in that answer with an explanation as to who is our creator. I'm dancing close to the line in answering this, but the record needs to be set straight, and I should just about be able to get away with it without incurring my own upline's displeasure. Let us get to the crux of the matter. Your creator, the one you have called Yahweh, is not God in as much as your Bible refers to him as being the one true God. He is a creator, or sub-logos, rather than the one infinite creator. He is not even a galactic level logos, but rather, is the planetary logos for this one planet. Our creator is the one you refer to as Lucifer, the light bearer and brightened morning star. Our creator is not the devil as he has been spuriously portrayed in your Bible. Lucifer is what you would call a group soul or social memory complex, which has evolved to the level of the 6th density, which in effect means that he, or more accurately we, has evolved to a level sufficient that we, has attained a status equal or arguably greater than that of Yahweh. We have evolved higher than him. In appearance, were you to gaze upon Lucifer's fullest expression of our being, the appearance would be that of a sun or a bright star, or, when stepping down into a 3rd density vibration, we would appear as what you may term an angel or light being. Allow me to elucidate. When an entity, group soul complex, evolves to the level of the 6th density, it is by comparison to the amount of time it takes to get that far, a mere hop skip and a jump from 8th density ultimate reunion with the one infinite creator, and then from there, back to dissolution into the source of all, intelligent infinity. We, our bloodline families, as a group soul or social memory complex, Lucifer, were on the verge of 7th density ascension, though at this level, before harvest comes, we have the choice to progress higher, or, to return to help others of lower densities with their own evolution, by passing down our knowledge and wisdom, light, to those that call upon us for assistance, with their own free will. Now, at this time, having made our decision to stay and help our galactic brothers and sisters in the One, we were assigned a challenging task by the Council of Elders, who act as the guardians of this galaxy from their 8th density headquarters on the planet Saturn. Yahweh, due to the fact that he had not, as was his right as planetary logos, handed down his own free will to know thyself to those incarnating upon his planet, was having very little evolutionary progress therein. So we, Lucifer, were sent to help. Once the order was given from the Council of Elders, we fell, or descended back to a place where we could, with hard work and focus, once again materialize a 3rd density manifestation of ourself. Yahweh had agreed to our coming. In fact, it was he who had initially asked the council for a catalyst of change to enter into his creation, and share the knowledge and wisdom we had attained through our ascensions. In the absence of free will upon the planet, there can be no polarity, and therefore, nothing to choose between. Just as is portrayed in the book of Genesis, the planet was very Edenic in nature. Sure, it was a lovely paradise, yet the beings incarnating there had no agitator toward evolving beyond the 3rd density, and therefore, little hope of ever making the journey home, to the One. Yahweh has been happy to keep his own little pet Eden project in effect, but with little chance of the souls here making it home. It had become in effect, an albeit very beautiful prison. Yahweh was, in modern parlance, running a benign dictatorship, without polarity, derived from free will. There is only the unity of love and light, and no choice to experience other than that. So, we were to be the catalyst for change, in order to provide that choice, thus bringing polarity. Yahweh agreed that we would introduce the concept of free will to Earth's inhabitants, by offering them an initial choice, as to whether they wanted it or not. Hence, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, or more accurately, the knowledge of polarity, of positive or negative. Yahweh takes his inhabitants to a new garden and tells them you can do anything you like, except this one thing, thus creating the desire to do the one thing they are told they cannot. Hence, a choice. We provide the catalyst by telling them the benefits of attaining knowledge. They eat from the tree, and the rest is history. Yahweh thought that his children would still choose to obey him, and when he discovered they did not, he became angry. As he himself describes in his scriptures, he is a jealous God, and he did not like it that his children had chose to disobey him, and follow our advice. We are already committed to being here for a predefined set of cycles to help provide the catalyst for human evolution, namely by offering you the negative option, or that which you choose to call evil. Now that free will had been granted, Yahweh could not retract it, and we have to stay here as contracted to continue to provide the planet with a polarity choice. Since then, Yahweh has confined us, as a group soul, here within the Earth's astral planes, which is very constricting and uncomfortable for a being of our wisdom and experience. The Council of Elders gave us the choice to be released, against Yahweh's will, but at the cancellation of our contract to serve the planet Earth, or to remain and fulfill our assignment, and endure Yahweh's self-proclaimed wrath. We stayed, but as a karmic result of our group soul's confinement by Yahweh, our own individuated souls were given the mandate, by the Council, to rule over Yahweh's people during our physical incarnations here on your planet. Let's be clear about one thing though, all of this, physical life incarnation, is a very intricate and skillfully designed game, whereby the one infinite creator, plays the game of forgetting who it is, so that it can learn to remember, and in doing so, experience and know itself as creator, all the way down to us tiny individuated sparks of the all that is, offstage, and between lives, 0-point time antimatter universe. As incarnated human beings, we, all of us you, as souls, are great friends, brothers and sisters in the one. Between lives we all have a great laugh about the parts we have performed in the play, and look forward to and have great fun preparing the next chapters to act out. I hope that during the above answer, I have also adequately covered your question on what is our interpretation of good vs evil. If not, please say, and I will go into more detail. Can you elaborate on the coming harvest and what exactly you mean by harvest? I can. I will combine my answer to you with my reply to the following question. Is 2012 harvest time? When you speak of the harvest, it has echoes of chaos Gnosticism in the sense that we are divine souls trapped in the physical world, continuously reincarnated into flesh until the time that we reach such a level of spiritual gnosis that we are able to avoid being reincarnated in our next cycle. Is this the foundation of your belief? Another excellent, and very insightful, question. Thank you. The higher the quality of the question, the more depth I can give to my answer. It all has to do with the laws of confusion and free will. Yes, the noonday winter solstice sun of the 21st of December, 2012 is the time when the Lord of the Harvest shall return. You might know him as Nibiru. Read up on the Mayan prophecies and calendrical events for more detail upon how the actual galactic and universal cycles work. The travelers who gave them this information were the same ones who visited the civilization of Atlantis. The Mayans used that information by creating with the positive vibration of the polarity. The Atlanteans opted for the negative. Yes, to answer your question, there is much truth in some of the ancient Gnostic texts, though there are also distortions. The information is not pure. It came through many filters. You are indeed what you call divine souls. You are sparks or seeds of the one infinite creator. You are life itself, light, remembering and learning who you really are. We came here to help you to do this. And yes, currently, you are trapped, or more accurately quarantined, within the matter of this planet you call Earth. You can thank your creator Yahweh for that. You are the offspring or individuations of his group soul, or social memory complex. Macrocosmically speaking, you are Yahweh. The karmic effect of his imprisoning us in his astral planes also has an impact upon you. I cannot be more specific on this, without impinging on the law of confusion. You must work it out for yourselves. As for the question of can I elaborate on the coming harvest, yes, I shall do so now. Your planet abides by the laws of the creation of your galactic logos. The galaxy runs on cycles of time, known as the precession of the equinoxes. As I said, seek the Mayan calendar for a deeper insight as to how the galaxy runs. It is highly accurate, but for the purpose of this discourse, I will give a brief overview. The Maya use an astrological cycle called the precession of the equinoxes. This is a 26,000-year cycle in which Earth transits through each of the 12 signs of the zodiac for about 2,152 years each. Each of these astrological ages represents 1 month of the grand cosmic year. This Mayan cycle also corresponds to a 26,000-year relationship of the Sun, solar logos, orbiting Alcyone, the central star of our Seven Sisters Pleiades constellation. The end of this cycle heralds literally a new world age and a new creation, a new heaven and a new earth, and is the time of the great harvest. Smaller cycles yield a harvest, and then life continues on the planet as normal. Great cycles yield a great harvest, and the end of current life on the third density. See it as a kind of cosmic jet wash and deep clean, while the planet takes a rest and regenerates herself. When this life cycle ends, all things will pass away, and all things shall be made new. Collectively, humanity right now is growing and developing into the beings you have long been encoded to be. Yet, as with any labor, it is not the mother or the baby who is in charge, it is the primal process of birth itself. unfolding its own destiny. So, the 21st of December, 2012 AD, is not the day where all of a sudden the lights go out, and everything will suddenly change. Rather, we are now in the process of this transition, from one world age to the next. The changes are underway and will continue steadily accelerating as we head towards the culminating date. The 26,000-year cycle is composed of 5 lesser cycles, each of which are 5,125 years in duration. Each of these 5 cycles is considered its own world age or creation cycle. Our present great cycle, 3113 BC 2012 AD, is called the age of the 5th sun. This 5th age is the synthesis of the previous 4. The initial date that Earth entered the 5th world was the 13th of August, 3113 BC, written in Mayan long count notation as 130000. To help you understand this notation, 13 equals baktons, 0 equals katons, the second 0 equals tons, third 0 equals zunals, fourth 0 equals kin. These are the Mayan words for the periods of time. Day equals kin, pronounced kin, month of 20 days kin equals zunal, we now, year of 360 days kin equals ton, tun, 20 tons years equals katon, kaatun, 20 kaatons equals bakton, boktun. A bakton is 5,125 years. 130000. Every day from that point is reckoned by the number of days passed since the event of this cosmic beginning point. Within the 5,125 year cycle lies 13 smaller cycles, known as the 13 bakton count, or the long count. Each bakton cycle lasts for 394 years, or 144,000 days. Each bakton was its own historical age, within the Great Creation Cycle, with a specific destiny for the evolution of those who incarnated in each bakton. Planet Earth and her inhabitants are currently traveling through the 13th bakton cycle, the final period of 1618 to 2012 AD. This cycle is known both as the triumph of materialism and the transformation of matter. On 130000, the December solstice sun will be found in the band of the Milky Way, directly in the position of the dark rift in the galaxy, forming an alignment between the galactic plane and the solstice meridian. We are about to enter into a literal alignment of the cosmic, galactic, solar, and lunar planes. This is an event that has slowly converged, over a period of thousands of years, and is caused by the precession of the equinoxes, kind of like a turning of the universal gears. It brings about the great harvest, and the return of the Lord of the harvest. Hidden Hand posted this image to depict harvest, and the planet will complete its ascension to the 4th density, the vibrational density of love. During this ascension, there will be a 3-way split for those souls inhabiting Earth. Those of the predominantly negative polarity will accompany us as we graduate through the negative, or service to self, harvest. We, Lucifer, will create a new 4th density Earth, based on the negative self-service polarity. We must work off our own part of the negative karmic effect incurred from all the negativity created on this planet. Once we have done so, we will be released to once again assume our place as 6th density guardians and teachers of wisdom throughout the galaxy. Those of the predominantly positive polarity, love and light, will ascend to a beautiful new 4th density Earth, where you will begin to work upon your learning and demonstrating of love and compassion. It will be a very beautiful and golden age. The 4th density begins to open you up to your true powers as a unique individualized aspect of the one infinite creator. You will perform works and wonders of the like that the one you call Jesus promised you would do, and even greater things than these. It will be a very magical time for you. For the majority of humans on the earth who could be considered, shall we say, lukewarm, they will experience a period of what will feel ecstatic, 0-point time, where you feel totally at one with the creator, giving you an encouraging reminder and glimpse of who you really are, before the veil of forgetfulness once again descends upon you, and you will be transported to another 3rd density planet, a kind of Earth replica, to continue working upon yourselves and learning that life here is all about making choices. You will remain quarantined incarnating in